Imagine what would happen if privacy as a concept were completely eliminated from the world. What would happen if every movement of each and every citizen of a country were watched from the moment they wake up in the morning until they fall asleep at night? Clearly, if everything were in front of everyone, then there would be no room left to make mistakes. All crime, all corruption, all lies would disappear in an instant. Sounds wonderful, doesn't it? But perhaps you have never really thought about how badly this could affect the life of an ordinary person. The story begins with a girl named May, whose life was like a shattered dream. She worked a customer support executive job at a mediocre company. There was no excitement in her life. There was only one thing: stress. The stress of her father's illness, the stress of paying bills, and the stress of not being able to get out of this suffocating job. Her parents also depended on her job. Getting out of this stressful life seemed impossible to her. But then one day she received a call from her best friend Annie. Annie worked at The Circle, the world's largest and most powerful tech company. The Circle was a company like Google, whose social media platforms, search engine, and mobile apps the whole world was obsessed with. A customer support executive position was vacant at that company, and Annie had recommended May for the job. May's happiness knew no bounds because working at a big company like The Circle was everyone's dream. The destination was now close. Only the gap of one interview remained. May went to The Circle's campus with complete confidence. That campus was like another world entirely. Beautiful glass buildings, lush green parks, hospital, movie theaters, free concerts, parties. That campus had everything. It seemed as though she had arrived in some paradise. Her interview also was not like any ordinary interview. She was asked strange and personal questions. Her thinking, manner of speaking, and behavior toward people were also assessed. May was nervous, but she answered all the questions honestly and secured this job for herself. May was placed in customer experience. Her job was to answer customers' questions. The more satisfied the customers were with her answers, the higher the rating May would receive, and as long as her rating remained good, she would stay in this job. May was skilled at her work. She would answer thousands of queries within just a few minutes. Gradually, her performance was getting much better. During this time, a seminar was held where the company's CEO, Eamon Bailey, presented a new technology, a wireless high-definition camera whose size was as small as a marble, but its features were quite significant. This camera could easily be placed anywhere without wires, on a wall, on a streetlight, on a car, or in the corner of a room. Being small, it was easy to hide, and it sent live video footage directly via satellite. Eamon told them that this small camera was going to bring a big change in the world. Its price would be even less than a pair of ordinary jeans, so that every person could buy it. With the help of this camera, anyone would be able to see any corner of the world with complete clarity in real time. If such cameras were present everywhere, then every road, every alley, every home, every border could be monitored. Criminals would think before committing crimes. Terrorists' hidden hideouts would come to light, and people would be able to move around without fear even at night. Eamon named this camera Sea Change. The entire hall resonated with thunderous applause. May was very happy with this job. When she came home on the weekend, her mom and dad were also proud of her. They could not stop praising their daughter in front of the neighbors. But there was one boy who was upset about May moving away from home. He was Mercer, May's childhood friend who loved her in his heart. But he could never gather the courage to say what was in his heart to May, because his and May's lifestyles were completely different. May was a girl who chased dreams and kept pace with the times, whereas Mercer was a person who lived a quiet and simple life away from crowds. He was a mechanic and sometimes also made ends meet by selling handmade crafts. He did not like talking to too many people. May was forgetting Mercer in the dazzle of her new life. One morning while at work, May was watching the news. It was being reported that the Sea Change camera had caused a stir all around the world. Some people were afraid of it while some were in support of it. During this time, a government statement also came that they should not blindly trust this technology. Senator Williamson formed a committee and ordered them to investigate the Circle's work. During this time, two of May's managers came to her. They told May about the company policy, saying that simply working at the company was not enough. She would have to be social with her team. She would have to participate in the parties and events that happened on weekends. She would have to post her daily life on social media and build popularity among people. The managers told her that the Circle had only one mantra: sharing is caring, and there was no place for privacy here. May was surprised, but to keep this job she had to adopt this new lifestyle and new way of thinking. Now she started living on the campus. She started going to parties and concerts, started sharing her life on social media. Gradually, she started liking this lifestyle too. She had not been home for 1 month. Just like that one day her mom made a video call to her. Mom told her that yesterday her father's condition had suddenly gotten very bad. Mercer had helped them then, and along with that Mercer had also made them a chandelier made from deer antlers. Thinking about Mercer, May smiled to herself. She also liked that chandelier very much. She photographed Mercer's artistry and uploaded it to social media, writing that this was made by my most special friend Mercer. Although May was now worried about her father, there was also nobody to look after her parents in her absence. During this time, one day Annie brought her to the medical room, where the doctor gave her a liquid to drink. After this, the doctor put a bracelet on her wrist. The doctor told her that for this company, the health of its employees was the most important thing. The liquid May just drank contained a sensor. Now that sensor would connect with this bracelet. This bracelet was a monitor that would give May all her body information along with her blood pressure, heart rate, and stress level. With its help, May would be able to keep herself fit and healthy. May found this strange. Now, she was not only sharing her lifestyle, but also her physical activities with the company. But when the doctor told her that the company took complete care of not just its employees, but also their families, and the company was now going to bear all the expenses of her father's treatment, May's every doubt vanished. She became emotional. Her trust in the company was completely established. She also thanked Annie. Sometime later, a big outdoor rally was held by the company, where there was discussion about the need for transparency among politicians. The Circle's chief operating officer, Tom Stenton, told everyone that their sea change camera had accomplished something great. It had exposed Senator Williamson's corruption. In reality, Williamson was the very senator who had set up the committee to investigate the Circle. But now she herself was behind bars. Tom, giving Williamson's example, said that openness was very necessary in the country. Openness meaning exposing someone's entire life in front of the whole world. Tom said that every leader whose job was to serve the country would have to come openly before cameras and show their every action. This was the only way to eliminate corruption from the country. Then Tom called a politician, Olivia Santos, on stage, who was supporting Tom's idea of openness. She said that from today and from right now, she would make all her daily activities, phone calls, emails, everything public through sea change cameras, and anyone would be able to see them through social media. Tom said that this initiative of hers would end corruption and democracy would triumph. A wave of happiness ran through the public from this speech. Then that very evening, a staff party was held at the company. There, May was getting acquainted with a staff member. That lady told her that she was working on a program called Child Track, with which if any child went missing or got kidnapped, they could immediately get that child's location. This would end crimes like rape, kidnapping, and murder. May asked whether they were going to put some bracelet or tracking device on children too. At this, the lady said that they were going to fit a tracking chip into children's bones. Hearing this, May laughed. She thought this was a joke, but from that lady's expression, she understood that this was not a joke. They were really going to do this. Hearing this, May felt a jolt. She moved away from the party and stood in solitude. Just then, she noticed another person like her who was standing alone away from the crowd. May went to him and said jokingly whether he was allergic to people. At this, the man smiled and said that he was not allergic to people, but was certainly afraid for their future. The way the company wanted to eliminate people's privacy was not right. But May said what was wrong with that. If people were monitored, then on the contrary, crime and corruption could be prevented. Hearing this, the man said that he wanted to show her something. He asked May to follow him and brought her to a basement of the company where a large underground railway tunnel was present. May asked what kind of place this was. At this, the man told her that this subway had been closed for a long time. The company had bought it and was going to build a large secret data center here. May still did not understand what he wanted to show. At this, the man further explained that the politician Santos, who had agreed to show her life live, was only the first step. Going forward, the company wanted to make every person's life just as completely open, meaning transparent. Their plan was that everything should be recorded and stored here forever, meaning what you say, where you go, who you meet, how you feel. Everything would be recorded. People would not even know that they were being studied, but their habits, fears, likes and dislikes, weaknesses would all be mapped out. Every person's data would be with the company, and the company would earn money by selling this data. They would have control over every single person. Hearing this, May asked the man how he had all this information. At this, the man told May his name, Ty Lafitte. Hearing this name, May was startled because Ty was one of the Circle's original founders. He was the creator of the Circle's social media platform, TrueU. Ty told her that the control of TrueU had now been taken away from him. He had started it for good purposes, but he had not thought that it would be used to earn money and study people. But May did not believe Ty's words. She said that people were sharing their data of their own free will. The company was not putting any kind of pressure on them. This company also took complete care of its employees and their families, which was a good thing. At this, Ty said that the company was not taking care of their health, but the sensors placed inside them were for studying them. Ty also told her that Senator Williamson, who had initiated the investigation of the circle, was not actually imprisoned on a corruption case but had been framed. Ty told May that they would have to stop the company's work by any means. But May still had complete trust in the company. She told Ty that he should be proud that he had started a good company. At this, Ty said nothing. He just said that they had come here together. Do not tell anyone about this. Saying this, he left. The next day, May happily got back to her work again. During this time, Mercer came to meet her at her office. May was happy to see him, but Mercer was not happy. He reminded May of the photo she had uploaded to social media. The photo of the deer antler chandelier, in which she had also mentioned the name of the person who made it, meaning Mercer. Mercer said that the photo had gone viral and people had defamed him by calling him a killer of deer. People were even threatening to kill him, whereas Mercer was innocent. He had never killed any deer. He only used those antlers that he found from dead deer in the forest. Mercer told May that her actions had ruined his life. Saying this, he left. May became dejected. She had unknowingly made a big mistake. She immediately deleted that post. But May felt regret thinking about what Mercer had been through. Whenever May was dejected, she would go boating alone in the ocean with a boat. That day, she went out boating at night without thinking. But just then, a strong wave came and her boat capsized. May fell into the cold water and started drowning. But then somehow she managed to get out of the water and grabbed her boat. But now she was stranded. At night, there was fog all around, which meant she could not even see the way back. She had already accepted that she was going to die now. But just then, within only a few minutes, a Coast Guard helicopter arrived there with bright lights, and they saved May's life. They told May that her life had been saved by the sea change camera. These cameras were deployed here on the seashore and even floating above the water. They had spotted May drowning and immediately reported it, which allowed the Coast Guard to reach there at the right moment. Hearing this, May's loyalty toward the Circle Company grew even further. May's incident of drowning and her rescue operation through the camera was seen by the entire world, because of which May had gone very viral, and she had now come to the attention of the company's CEO, Eamon. The next morning, Eamon called May to his office, where Chief Operating Officer Tom was also present. They thanked her that because of her, a good use of sea change had come before the world. They said that they wanted to give May a big opportunity. They explained everything to May, and then the next day at a seminar, Eamon introduced May to everyone. May shared her experience of escaping death the previous night in front of everyone. After this, Eamon asked May that if she had known the previous night that someone was watching her, would she have gone boating? May said absolutely not. Eamon said that when we humans are alone, when nobody is watching us, we are the masters of our own will. Mischievous thoughts come to our minds, and this way we often take the most foolish steps. May was a living example of this. But when someone is watching us, when someone is keeping an eye on us, we make the best decisions. We do every task thoughtfully. This was the special quality of human beings. So if we humans wanted to become the most perfect, we would have to show ourselves. Humans are called deceitful and selfish because we humans do not tell anyone what is in our minds. We want to keep it secret. But we should remember that secrets are lies, meaning keeping a secret is equivalent to telling a lie. May was also completely in agreement with Eamon's words. Then she did what she had planned together with Eamon and Tom. May said that from today and from right now, she would make her life completely transparent. She would always wear a modified sea change camera with which everyone could see her life. This way, May became the Circle's first employee who made her life completely transparent. She wore a small camera on her clothes, which except for the bathroom would live stream her life to the entire world 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Sea change cameras were installed on the walls of her room, in her car, and even on her parents' home, which watched her around the clock. This way, May became famous all over the world within just a few days. May's life had become a reality show. Millions of people watched her eating, sleeping, and working. Her fan following reached hundreds of millions. She had become a global superstar. May had also come to quite like this life now. But then one day, May switched on the camera at her home to talk to her mom and dad, but they were nowhere to be seen. Just then, May switched on the bedroom camera. As it happened at that very moment, her mom and dad were spending a loving moment together, which hundreds of millions of people saw live. May quickly switched off the camera and was red with embarrassment. Within a few moments, a flood of comments started coming in her video feed. People were making indecent comments about May's mom and dad, mocking them. After this incident, May's parents also had to suffer considerable embarrassment. They removed all the cameras from their home and threw them away and told May that they did not want to share their private life with anyone. May felt very sorry about this, but many of her followers were also supporting her and consoling her that what happens between a husband and wife is natural. This gave May a little encouragement, and from the next day, with a fresh new start, she got back to her work again. During this time one day, May noticed Annie, who seemed quite troubled. She also did not want to come in front of the cameras. At this, May met her in the bathroom. Annie told May that she had made a mistake. She had questioned the company's CEO Eamon about Senator Williamson, asking why she had been imprisoned before the investigation of the Circle was even complete. Annie told her that questioning Eamon had cost her dearly. Now the company was looking for excuses to fire her. This was why Annie had gone into depression. Annie also advised May not to blindly trust the company. But May felt that Annie was jealous of her success, so she did not pay much attention to Annie's words. May was now completely alone. The Circle was her family, and her hundreds of millions of followers were her friends. Her value in the company had grown so much that she was even being included in board meetings. In one such board meeting that hundreds of millions of people were watching through May's camera, Eamon, the CEO, said that most people in America already used Circle accounts. So why not make the Circle account itself a voter ID? Meaning whoever had a Circle account could vote online sitting at home by pressing a single button. During this time, May went one step further and suggested that why just voting? All other government tasks should also be done through Circle accounts, like paying taxes, paying bills, or making payments all through one single app. This would save the government billions of rupees and the public's precious time too. But just then, Annie spoke up that even the government could do all of this. It could also build its own app. Why would it need them for all of this? At this, May said that they already had a ready-built infrastructure, which would take the government who knows how many years and how many billions to build. But if they brought every person in the world into the Circle and voting started happening through the Circle, then everyone could easily vote from home. There would be no restrictions and no fraud either. That would be true democracy. But Annie called this a ridiculous suggestion and left in anger. Eamon was very impressed by May's words. May's speech brought a revolution all around the world. On public demand now, most countries were agreeing to elections through the Circle. But what May was not understanding at all was that Eamon and Tom were taking advantage of her popularity. What May was doing was only going to benefit the Circle. The Circle wanted to take control of the public into its own hands, and if that happened, the country's government would be in the Circle's pocket. Eamon and Tom kept throwing the dust of fame into May's eyes, and then they launched yet another technology. At a seminar, May presented to the people Soul Search, a search engine that could find any missing person in just 20 minutes, no matter what corner of the world they might be hiding in. May showed the live demo of Soul Search to people all over the world. She shared the photo and name of a criminal named Fiona, who had escaped from prison, which reached billions of Circle users all over the world in just a few seconds. The idea was that if anyone spotted a girl resembling Fiona, and if they caught her on camera, then Soul Search would identify in just a few moments whether that was Fiona or not. Finally, within 10 minutes, a user found Fiona, who was living in a city under a changed name and working in a factory. That user came before Fiona with a camera and showed her face to people all over the world upon seeing which Fiona started running. But police officers caught her. Within just 10 minutes, a criminal was in police custody. That was the power of social media and Soul Search. May said that with the help of Soul Search, we could find not just criminals, but also our loved ones. May asked the audience whether any of them wanted to find their loved ones. Just then, someone shouted, "Find Mercer." Mercer was May's friend. The whole world already knew this. But May knew that Mercer would not like coming before the world. She did not want to drag him into all these complications again. She requested the audience to name someone else, but the audience started shouting, "Mercer, Mercer." But May was not agreeing to this. Just then, seeing the situation deteriorating, Eamon came on stage and, siding with the audience, said that May was now going to find Mercer on Soul Search. May had no choice. She put Mercer's name and photo on Soul Search, which shared Mercer's details with hundreds of millions of people in just 1 second. Within just a few minutes, people found Mercer in a lonely cabin in the forest. May kept telling people to keep in mind that Mercer was not a criminal, therefore treat him well. But people started going after Mercer, calling him a deer killer. Mercer panicked and took his car to flee to escape them. But just then, a drone appeared in front of him. Mercer got scared seeing it. His car lost its balance and it fell straight off a high bridge below. Mercer died on the spot in a tragic death. And all of this happened before May's eyes on her live stream in front of hundreds of millions of people. May screamed in panic. She was completely shattered. She switched off her camera and, leaving everything behind, came home. A great deal of time passed. But after that incident, May was not seen by anyone. She just hid in her room and kept crying. Her mom and dad kept trying to make her understand that whatever happened was all accidental. But May could not forgive herself. However, she had become so used to being in front of people that she could not stay hidden for long. She reopened her circle profile. Sympathetic messages from people encouraged her. May now realized that social media was a great weapon against evil. But if it went out of control or was used in the wrong way, it could also become a big problem. May called Annie and apologized to her. Annie was now living a better life in Scotland, having left the circle. But May could not just leave the circle like that. She decided to return to the circle. At this, her mom and dad advised her not to go back to that bad place. But May said that the circle was not bad. The bad ones were those who were misusing it. May's indication was toward Eamon and Tom. May resolved to teach both of them a lesson. She first called Ty, that same Ty who had started the circle. May made a plan with Ty's help, and once again started showing herself live to the world. She arrived at a seminar of the circle, where Eamon was telling people about his new technology. When he saw May there, he called her on stage and said that May was a brave girl who had recovered from such a great sorrow so quickly. She was able to recover from this sorrow because her followers supported her. The circle supported her. May also agreed with this. She said that if her followers had not supported her, she could never have recovered from this sorrow. Then, she also called Tom, who was standing behind the stage, onto the stage. She said that Mercer's accident happened because he was hiding from the world and was suddenly brought before it. But what would happen if no person could ever hide at all? If a person were always in front of everyone's eyes at all times, then there would be no room left for any mistakes. Therefore, right now, and from this very moment, all people in the world should become transparent. And leading this initiative would be our leaders Eamon and Tom, who from now on would be live before the world 24 hours a day. All their personal emails, all their financial records, their every private conversation, everything would be made public. Hearing this, the smiling faces of Eamon and Tom went completely silent. Ty brought all of both their records before the public. All the circle's secrets were before the entire world. May had destroyed Eamon and Tom with their own weapon. May's goal was not to end the circle but to fix the broken system. Her belief was that why only ordinary citizens, our leaders, our politicians, everyone's records and bank accounts should be before the public. That would be true democracy. Friends, this was the film The Circle, which asks us a deep question. Is it right to lose our freedom in exchange for a little security? But remember, whether it is a government or a company, even if their intentions are good, allowing anyone to take complete control of your rights, your privacy, and your thinking is not right. Because history is a witness. Every plan, every technology, every system always begins in the name of good. But when it falls into the wrong hands, it can push us towards slavery. So remember, security is necessary, but freedom is far more valuable. That was the real message of this film. Friends, I hope you liked this story. So that's how the story ends. If you had fun watching, drop a like, hype it up in the comments, and let me know your favorite scene. Subscribe to Midnight Recaps for more movie recaps every week, and tap the bell icon to get notified when I upload. Thanks for staying till the end. Catch you next time.